Good morning, Facebook friends and YouTube followers. This is Rich again, back for your first video blog of the day for August 20th, 2014, Wednesday morning, around 7 in Billerica, Massachusetts. A little bit chilly this morning. Right now it's in the mid-50s, but it will rebound to the mid-70s on another nice and sunny day in the dog days of August, which is not very hot this year. Summer heat and humidity are taking a vacation this summer, but it will be back next summer in full vengeance, I know. Some news to report: the Boston Red Sox lost the LA Angels of Anaheim by a score of 4-3, despite another home run by David Ortiz. This is his 29th home run of the year. 460 home runs for his career, only 40 to 500, and only 2 more to tie Jose Canseco on the all-time list. And also former NFL player Tim Shaw announces he has ALS, which is a deadly disease. It's sad that there's no known cure for ALS right now, but one of these days there'll be research and hopefully there's some treatment to cure it, because we need to cure all of the world's worst diseases 100%. And that's about it for the news. My next subject is my continuation series of the top 10 players of each NHL team. And the next team I'm going to talk about is the Florida Panthers. The Florida Panthers came into the National Hockey League in 1993. Originally, it was owned by Wayne Huizenga, who owned Blockbuster Video and a couple of other businesses. The Florida Panthers were kind of successful the first few years in the NHL. They were a team that barely missed the playoff the first 2 years, but the third year they made the playoffs and they made it all the way to the Stanley Cup Finals. They had like a good defensive team. They did with the neutral trap as well. They also made the playoffs in 1997, got bounced in the first round, and then they had some down years, but they traded for Pavel Bure, and they made the playoffs in 2000, but they went through a stretch of 12 straight years without making the Stanley Cup playoffs. They had some bad teams, but some good teams. They had a surprise playoff push in 2012, which they won the division, but they got bounced in the first round by the New Jersey Devils in 7 games. They should have won that series. In the past 2 years, they haven't made the playoffs, and there's rumors about the Florida Panthers moving, even though they have a lease that lasts until like the year 2028, and owner says he's gonna to fall up on that lease and honor it. He should honor it, even though there's a lot of fans don't come to the games at all. But I think the Florida Panthers will be eventually moving years from now. And here's the top 10 players in Florida Panthers history. Number 10 on the all-time list for greatest Panthers players, Ray Whitney. He played left wing. He scored 97 goals, 130 assists for 227 points. That's 10th on the all-time scoring list in Panthers history. He comes in at number 10. Number 9 on the all-time list is center Rob Niedermeyer. He scored 101 goals, 165 assists for 269 points. He's 8th on the all-time scoring list. Rob comes in at number 9. Number 8 on the all-time list of greatest Florida Panthers players of all time, Stephen Weiss. He scored 145 goals, 249 assists for 394 points, which is 2nd on the all-time scoring list. He comes in at number 8. Number 7 on the all-time list for greatest Florida Panthers players is Nathan Horton. Nathan Horton scored 142 goals, 153 assists for 295 points. He's 4th on the all-time scoring list in Florida Panthers history. Number 6 on the all-time list, Pavel Bure. Pavel scored 152 goals, 99 assists, and with 251 points. 9th on the all-time scoring list. He won the Rocket Richard Award in the years he was with the Florida Panthers. He comes in at number 6. Number 5 on the all-time list of greatest Florida Panthers players, goaltender Roberto Luongo. He's the all-time winningest goaltender in Panthers history with 108 wins. He comes in at number 5. Number 4 on the all-time list of greatest Florida Panthers is goaltender John Van Beesbrook. He's the second winningest goaltender in Panthers history. He led the Panthers to 1996 Stanley Cup Finals. He was second runner-up for the Hart Trophy in 1994, and he comes in at number 4. Number 3 on the all-time list of greatest Florida Panthers players, Ed Jokowski. Ed played 7 years with the Panthers. He was a great defenseman. He was a team captain recently, but he got bought out. But he's in at number 3 of the greatest Panthers of all time. Number 2 on the all-time list of greatest Florida Panthers, Scott Mellanby. He scored 157 goals, 197 assists for 354 points, which is third on the all-time scoring list for Panthers players, and he was kind of the Panthers' first superstar player, even though he wasn't really any big NHL superstar, but he was the first big superstar player for the Florida Panthers. And number 1 on the all-time list for greatest Panthers of all time, Olli Jokinen. Olli was the captain of the Panthers for a few years. He scored 188 goals, 231 assists for 419 points, all-time leading scorer. He was probably the best player the Panthers ever had, considering that was the franchise has been only around 21 years and they haven't had really big success except in 1996. And that's about it for the top 10 players of the Florida Panthers history. Tomorrow will be the San Jose Sharks. I'll be back later on in the day for my second video blog of the day. Will be about legendary New England Patriots announcer Gil Santos. And today at 10 o'clock, I'm going to a job fair at Lowell, Massachusetts at Spinners Field. And hopefully something works out for me with trying to find a job, because it's a hard job economy out there. I'm hopeful that I get something, and we'll wait and see how this market basket stalemate plays out. If it plays out the way everybody wants it to play out, and somehow Arthur T. Demoulas gets Market Basket back, I'll definitely be returning to Market Basket in the front end. And I miss working at Market Basket, all the customers and my co-workers, and I hope somehow this thing gets resolved with Market Basket. But you know, this is going into its 5th week and there hasn't been any resolution yet, and who knows. That's what I gotta say on that. See you later, Facebook friends and YouTube followers. Bye.